Good morning, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. The topic to be discussed right now is that the divine manifests in physical as beauty. So this is on beauty. We are going to have a brief discussion on beauty. So already we have quoted in a couple of occasions from that Savitri we have quoted. Beauty is his footprint showing us where he has passed. We have lot of inclinations, weaknesses for beauty. So beauty is a relative term. Beauty lies not in the object but in the observer's eye. So for somebody, this blue sky, this green earth, this beautiful flower, something actually that the choice of beauty varies from person to person. That is, choice is variable. So nothing you can claim as this is the constant phase of describing the beauty or that will allure your eyes. It varies from person to person. Mother quotes beautifully, the divine manifests in the psychic as love. As in the psychic as love, divine manifests himself, manifests in the psychic as love, and in the mind as knowledge, in the vital as power, and in the physical as beauty. So this divine manifestation, it varies in different formats, in different order and different way. Divine manifests in the psychic being, psychic as love. Second, in the mind and the knowledge, in the vital as power, and in the physical as beauty. So this is a great theme. As being beautiful, nobody is actually very little person. They go into your vital, your mind, and they initially they are psychic. That is the inmost thing, not reachable to the ordinary human consciousness. Immediately what allures and attracts and touches the eye, that is beauty, and this is the divine manifestation in physical as the beauty. So it is one of the greatest weapons of the asura to work when you are taught to shun beauty. So you are, if it is one of the greatest weapons of the asura, greatest weapons of the asura at work when you are taught to shun beauty. So it has been the ruin of India. You cannot be able to practice beauty in all those things. So that was the problem with India. Anyways, mother quotes, if you discard beauty, it means that you are depriving of the divine. Beauty and the divine, they are interrelated, interconnected. So if you are leaving the one, living the, you are actually discarding the beauty, it means that you are depriving of the divine in his manifestation and in the material, and you hand over the part to the asura. So with the divine, with the beauty, that the sense of divinity will be expressed, and without the divinity you are discarding the divine, and when the divine is being discarded, naturally you are in the clutch of the asura. So it is you hand over to that part to the asura. That's what the mother quotes. Anyway, we'll go further to Sri Aurobindo. That's how Sri Aurobindo is quoting on beauty. Already couple of occasions we have seen beauty is his footprint showing us where he has passed. Whatever, wherever you see some beauty, you feel it is beautiful and all. That is the footprint of God. Beauty is as much an expression of the as knowledge, power, and ananda. So, expression of the divine in the form of knowledge, power, or ananda. Does anyone ask why? Why the mother want to manifest the divine consciousness by knowledge or by power, and not by ignorance and weaknesses? That is the question. Why divine mother wants to manifest everything in the knowledge and the power, not in the opposite characteristic like ignorance and weakness? So it would not be more absurd and meaningless question than one put by Vital against her wearing artistic and beautiful dress. So this is the put by the vital against her wearing artistic and a beautiful dress. Is it the notion that the divine should represent on the earth by poverty and ugliness? Sri Aurobindo on reverse in the reverse process asking on the question in the reverse order. Do you feel divine should represent on earth with a poverty and ugliness? Is it the notion that the divine should be represented on earth by poverty and ugliness? How should you expect? Everything is actually emerging from him. Beauty, truth, falsehood, that all the light, freedom, immortality, everything is the divine creation. Everything is the divine. As you know, with the sun, you can't find any grayness in the darkness because this is sun is there. As soon as the sun is coming to the sky, appearing on the sky, you can find that there is no darkness. With the absence of the sun, you can find some grayness. Like you can look up, you can find this severe grayness, and this weather is cloudy. You can many ways you can find, but the thing is that it is very clear, very clear. He is the with the presence of the divine manifests himself in the beauty and in the power, knowledge, consciousness. This is the expression. Why should you expect in the you can go divine will have to come in the opposite characteristic like ignorance and weakness. It has been created because of the lack of this positivity. Then positive elements are absent, something like your consciousness and the knowledge. So it grows on consciousness, ignorance, weakness. Hmm. So outer things are the expression of something in the inner reality. We don't know because inside inner things we have not seen, we have not imagined, even we have not touched. And going inside it is a deep question. That's what here for that only we are here to seek this yogic process. So this inner reality that is expressed in outer things. A fine sari or the palace, expression of the people of the beauty in things and is their main value. A fine sari you can find sometimes you find it attracts you, and a palace, palace, these are the expression of beauty in things, and that is their main value. So you get attracted, that is beautiful, you look, always a thing of beauty is joy forever. That's what you know. Everyone, it is attracted. Whenever you go to Agra, it attracts everybody, catches everybody's eye. Whenever you are in this very solemn mood, you are in the serenity. So you feel standing near the sky, or near the sea, or near the mountain, or in the very in front of the big beautiful table. You get attracted because this is beauty. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. It attracts you, and that for that only you must have that clean image. The divine consciousness is not bound by these things, and no attachment. You must know. Divine consciousness is not bound by these things, these limitations, ugliness, weaknesses. It is not confined, no attachment, but also not bound to the to abstain from them. If beauty in things are part of the intended action, if the beauty is part of the intended action, you can't deny, you can't go away. That is what the mother, when the ashram was still unformed, still it ashram came to the organized step only after the mother's arrival. And when it was unformed, was wearing patched cotton sarees. When she took up the work, it was necessary to change her habits, and so did it. Initially, that sarees, palaces, Sri Aurobindo has quoted earlier. When she came to ashram, so when she was not taking 100% wholeheartedly the ashram, charge of the ashram, then Sri Aurobindo course mother was wearing what? The patched cotton sarees. That is what we have seen. But later on, it was found when the work she had to change the habit. It was necessary for work and all. So you have 24 hours round the clock. She was busy over dealing with the spiritualism, ashram, so many ways. It was necessary. The habit changed. To find the highest beauty is to find the God. That is the Sri Aurobindo's greatest, advice to us. To find the highest beauty is to find God. We are mad up to, we means our ancestors who are pursuing the yogic process to find the God. That rishis, great sadhakas, santhas and all, they tried to get the God. But think how that kuchra sadhana was there, ardent. You can't imagine. Karjam pasadayat sariram patayat. They did. They went to some extent. But actually, Sri Aurobindo has clarified. Then we have to go also. I don't. Nobody knows whether they have got, whether God was available, they achieved in finding the God or not. It was not actually, that was not the question. But here, Sri Aurobindo quotes, then we may have the number of questions, then we have to go for that Kuchra Sadhana. Sri Aurobindo quotes another example. To find the highest beauty is to find the God, to reveal, to embody, to create. As we say, the highest beauty is to bring out our souls, the living image and power of God. That is what we can't imagine, because our mind is actually fumbles here and there. It actually loiters. It actually moves. It don't know. Confused. Now itself this is good, and after some time you can find this is better, and finally sometimes you can find something is best. Then another thing is better than the best. Then what type of adjective you want to so what type of degree? So you can use for that. Actually, soul has to come to the fore, and it has to choose. That is what the choice the soul has to do. Again, mother course one. In the physical world, all things is of all things, beauty that expresses best the divine. How can we express the divine? That is what mother quotes, that in this physical world, beauty best expresses the divine. The physical world is the world of forms. Perfection of forms is beauty. That is another thing. So, perfection of forms is beauty. Beauty interprets, expresses, manifests in three ways. Sri Aurobindo quotes, Mother quotes. Beauty interprets, expresses, manifests the eternal. That is another thing. So, it is the role is to put all manifested nature to contact with the eternal through the perfection of form, through the harmony, and finally you can find sense of ideal. So it was a really great expression and a great description from mother. Beauty expresses best the divine. Again, Sri Aurobindo went. Mother defines on the next idea, next line. Physical world is the world of forms, and the perfection of forms is beauty. Perfection of forms is beauty, and the role is to put all manifested nature in contact with the eternal through the perfection of things. Perfection must come, and through the harmony and the sense of ideal. So these are the three things must be required, and which uplifts and leads towards something that is higher. I mean towards the divine. It has to go. The best thing, best you can imagine, like the best thing definition here, the perfection of forms is beauty. Perfection of forms is beauty. That perfection is not having with us. That's why we don't get the touch of beauty here and there somewhere. So anyway, it is a just one or two lines I want to quote from the from Sri Aurobindo. To find the highest beauty is to find God. Already it is a very oft told and oft quoted dialogue message we have seen. Beauty and delight are the inseparable powers. Where beauty is, there is delight. Where delight you find, that is naturally beautiful. So God is beauty and delight hidden in the variation of his marks and forms. God. What already we have quoted from the initial lines, you can remember. Beauty is his footprint showing us where he has passed. Here also, beauty and God is beauty and delight, both hidden in a variation of his masks and forms. hidden in his variation of his masks and forms. So, like love, it is an expression, Sri Aurobindo quotes, like love, it is an expression, form of Ananda, created by Ananda and composed of Ananda. Ananda, Ananda, and Ananda. Thank you. Vande Mataram.